Wort der Woche ist Stärke.
Strength. The definition of strength is the quality of being physically strong.
Then what means strength to you?
Strength means to me when you've got the courage to do something and you want to do it and you want to help somebody complete the task.
Evie, what does strength mean to you? Strength means to me that people can have the power of God and know God is always on their side.
Good.
Mr. Cox, what does strength mean to you?
Well, I suppose as I've got older, it's changed in how I think about it. When I was younger, it meant being strong and having lots of muscles and being able to do things like that. But when you get older, you realise that it's being able to put up with things and to do things. I've worked with a lot of children who have had different illnesses and different handicaps, and their strength is being able to carry on and to make the most of their lives. And I have met some what I would call some very, very brave people.
Frau Sandon, what does strength mean to you?
Hello, strength to me, well, that is something that I get from God, I get from my family and my friends to help me deal with any problems I might have in my life, to help me overcome any obstacles.
The scripture this week is Isaiah 41 verse 10. How does this link to the word? This links to the word because it shows us that we never have to be scared.
Even when we're sad or weak.
God will give us strength.
With God, we can do anything!
This story of Samson shows us how our true strength comes from God.
Stories of the Bible. Samson and Delilah. This is Samson.
Hey!
Who was the last judge of Israel. Samson was very strong, and he was supposed to bring God's people victory over their enemies, who were the Philistines. Now Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah.
Oh, hey there.
Hi!
And the Philistines came to Delilah and convinced her to find out what the secret to Samson's strength was. They promised her a great amount of money if she could do this.
Now you're talking!
Hey!
Come in!
So Delilah said to Samson, "Please tell me what makes you so strong and what would it take to tie you up securely?"
Well...
Samson replied, "If I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings that have not yet been dropped, I would become as weak as anyone else."
You ain't here!
So the Philistine rulers brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings.
Look what I have!
Go on, try.
And she tied Samson up with them.
Haha, see?
Oh no, Samson!
She cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." But Samson snapped the bowstrings,
Let me at him.
so the secret of his strength was not discovered.
Hey, wait a minute.
Afterward, Delilah said to him, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now please tell me how you can be tied up securely."
Alright.
Samson replied, "If I were tied up with brand new ropes that had never been used, I would become as weak as anyone else."
Let me try.
So Delilah took new ropes and tied him up with them.
See?
Oh no!
And again Delilah cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you."
What? Where? Let me at him.
But again Samson snapped the ropes from his arms.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Then Delilah said, "You've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me, how can you be tied up securely?"
Alright, I'll tell you.
Samson replied, "If you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric on your loom and tighten it with a loom shuttle, I would become as weak as anyone else."
Now we got him.
So while he slept, Delilah wove the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric. Again she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you."
Let me at him.
But Samson woke up and yanked his hair away from the loom and the fabric.
You gotta be kidding me.
Then Delilah pouted, "How can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me?
Come on.
No.
You've made fun of me 3 times now, and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong." She tormented him with her nagging day after day until he was sick to death of it.
Alright already.
Finally, Samson shared his secret with her. "My hair has never been cut, for I was dedicated to God as a Nazirite from birth. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as anyone else."
Well, that's it.
Thank you.
Delilah realized he had finally told her the truth,
Hey, you.
so she sent for the Philistine rulers. "Come back one more time," she said, "for he has finally told me his secret." So the Philistine rulers returned.
Oh, Samson.
Delilah lulled Samson to sleep. And then she called in a man to shave off the 7 locks of his hair. Samson's strength left him. Then she cried out, "Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you." When he woke up, he thought, "I will do as before and shake myself free."
Oh, what's going on?
But he didn't realize the Lord had left him. So the Philistines captured him and took him to prison.
The lion thought that some power on earth gave Samson strength.
But this story shows us that our true strength comes from God. If we obey God and trust in Him, we will always have strength. This week we are going to pray the wool prayer. You will need some PVA glue, some greaseproof paper and some wool. Look at the wool. Look at how it is weak and cannot hold its shape. Dip the wool in the glue and place it on the shape. For our cloth on the paper, leave the wool to dry for 24 hours. After 24 hours, peel the cross off the paper. Look at how strong the glue has made the wool.
The glue is like God keeping us strong.
This links to our mission statement as it reminds us that we must always trust in God. No matter how weak or lonely we feel, we must trust that God will give us the strength to create a better tomorrow. Your mission is to call on God whenever you feel weak and you need strength. Remember that God is there. We never have to be afraid.